Hi, I'm interior designer Wesley Moon, and welcome to my Park Avenue apartment. This apartment is very much me. This is inspired by my travels, by history, which is something I love. So it definitely is this culmination of styles that I think makes it completely contemporary. I even joke oftentimes that this place was inspired by the Vatican, and I'll show you why in a little bit. So why don't we take a look around? I call this space the gallery. You can see in here there's a huge mix of eclectic objects. Everything from this 19th century gilded French table to these very contemporary pieces of artwork. I chose to keep the walls in here white so I could show off my artwork. But in my fashion, it couldn't be plain white. It's a fluted plaster decorative finish that's burnished to give it a little bit of sheen. I also have this console table that I designed myself, which is kind of based on a cloud and floats on the wall. This is a piece that I absolutely love. It's a nod to history, but it's a contemporary piece. It's made just to hold tulips. I found these 1950 sconces at the Paris flea market and had them refurbished to make a beautiful set for this room. I love these because they're from a different era than most other things in the apartment. And I think that just adds to this mix. So now let me show you the living room. This is where I do most of my entertaining. The walls in this room are gilded, of course. It just gives that beautiful glow to everyone that's in here. But I wanted to also create visual interest. So I used these strips of oak to create panels, and then I used 3 different patterns of the same wallpaper to give this effect that you see here. I always joke that the apartment was inspired by the Vatican, but it's only partly a joke. If you look, my door casings are all in pink onyx. But I've mixed that with other types of marble and stones throughout the apartment. As long as the scales are complementary and the colors are complementary, why can't you mix them? The corner of the room is anchored by a vintage Vladimir Kagan sofa. I love the lucite legs, I love the light underneath. It gives it this levity even though it anchors the corner. So this chair over here is a vintage chair that I had recovered in this leopard print as an homage to my mother. She loves her leopard and I had to put a little in for her. I designed this mantle in collaboration with a ceramics artist that's a friend of mine. And we kind of made this, is it Art Deco? Is it more French Belle Epoque? It sort of walks that line. And of course it's in a really fun shade of teal, so gotta love that. And above the fireplace indicates a little bit of my obsession with history and the British royal family. This is a custom-made piece by Michael Mapes, and it is Queen Elizabeth I, but again, it's a contemporary interpretation of a Dutch master painting. This is the dining room. The original walls were angled, but I curved them out to create this panoramic effect. I worked with DeGornay wallpaper to make this mural, totally custom, of Sicily. The background of the mural is gold leaf, and the painting on top is flat. So at night, you get this 3-dimensional effect that makes it feel like it goes on forever. The centerpiece of this room is this gilded ceramic chandelier, and I think it's super cool because it's both electric light and candle, so you can dine by candlelight. I designed this ceramic floor lamp as a prototype. It's really more of a sculpture than a lamp. I like it here because it mimics some of the shapes in the wallpaper. This is a vintage table from the 1960s, which I found in Italy. It's the perfect oval shape to go in my oval dining room. Believe it or not, this table can seat up to 12 people for dinner. 14 if you're good friends. This drapery fabric is very interesting because I actually used it inside out. These are embroidered squares, but this is the back of the fabric that gives this cool tassel effect. Also, all of the drapery along the enfilade have this same neon leading edge to just tie them together that little bit more. And here it is again, leading us into the kitchen. In the original building plan, this kitchen was divided into 2 spaces. Now it's opened up so you have this island, which creates a really nice sized kitchen for a New York apartment. So on either side of this island, you'll find a bar and more of a cooking space. I use the bar side a lot more. I picked this quartzite not only because it's beautiful, but because it's super durable. And then I paired it with marble on the floor in a very unique pattern. I like concealed appliances. So a great example of that is my refrigerator, which blends right in with the cabinetry. But I also have a secret door to the service hallway. Even though I don't cook, an amazing meal can and many have been made in this kitchen. This view down Park Avenue is everything. It's one of the reasons I bought the apartment, and it's the reason that I opened up this doorway so everyone can enjoy a view of the Chrysler Building. So this is my library. This is where I hang out to read my books, but I also have the one TV in this room too. It's cozy, and I'm surrounded by all the things that I love, including Dolly Parton. Dolly always says that her look is a country girl's idea of glamour. I'm from rural Georgia, so as a country boy, I feel like this apartment is the epitome of glamour and sophistication. I love this vintage chair, which I had completely refurbished and recovered. On the ceiling, I had this custom mural done in a starburst pattern, which radiates out from the light fixture. It really is my own take on the many historic libraries I've seen in the great houses of England. So now we're in my bedroom. I wanted this room to feel cozy and intimate. Behind the headboard, I created this special niche. The focal point is this antique tapestry remnant, but in order to make it more modern, I had an artist come in and put these gold squiggles on it, just to give it a little bit of oomph. Over here, I brought in this Fornasetti cabinet. I just love that it's this historical reference on a contemporary piece. I designed these nightstands to fit perfectly within the niche. I made these glass fronts on them, which also double as handles. I went with vintage Italian again for this mirror, and I placed it over this Fortuny fabric, which again is a juxtaposition of two different eras. I'm sure you're noticing a pattern here. When I was a kid growing up in rural Georgia, all I heard about was Park Avenue as being the fancy place to live in New York City. It took me 20 years to get here. Now I have my dream home right on Park. Thank you so much for visiting.
If you like this video, definitely give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more content, subscribe to Open House TV.